square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USF's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. If you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Brown will throw it. Another incompletion on third down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup this environment is hostile.
So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize.
Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it on the back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The throw, the quick out.
The short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Caught behind the line, it's Singleton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Isaac. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Brown wants to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Pratt. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Razorbacks have a lot of options on second and inches. The give on the inside. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Green. Shoots it to the left. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but
Finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for room. It's Norton. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Goals and fired complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. Makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Setting up the screen. Sweet cut there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Surging forward on the sneak.
Mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. And Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Quick spin on the line. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's screen. Whips it out on the screen. At the 45 on its way. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. He'll do it himself. Makes his man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Yeah, man, it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Lost to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done. Picking
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive. He can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Brown wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On the move, he fires. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Great place to start for this offense. On the move, it's Washington. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air, it's Green. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits to get Brights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Alexis. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it in. It's Sullivan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and go.
Touchdown Bulls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Platt. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 1st and 10 coming up. Back back to pass. It's Green. Finds the tight end. Oh, he got loose. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got the quick pass. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Green. Unleashes one. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The lone back's got it. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. On that tackle. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big sack.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and their centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board so we can practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stuff.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Takes a snap, wants to throw.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball scores, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Rides the back on the option to get it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Nimrod. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Brings it to the open. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They think there's room to run to the right here. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
I'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Send the tight end in motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that mistake.
And the defense makes a play, and they 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings... 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Makes the grab. It's Robert. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
1st down and more. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Looking left. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to barge in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Makes the grab. It's Alexis.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Quickly to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Makes the catch. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
He'll set up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Isaac. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field.
Illegal touching.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Blue 22.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try,